Good evening, Kathy. At the moment here in the Weather Centre, we're monitoring quite a few thunderstorms over South Africa, including parts of the Cape Provinces extending down from close to the border with Botswana all the way through to the Eastern Cape, and also quite stormy at the moment for some areas in KwaZulu-Natal. We're keeping an eye on the storm close to the Estcourt area in KZN. It's been passing over those areas at the moment. And we're going to continue seeing a few showers and thunderstorms overnight for parts of the country's interior. The very slow dissipation of these thunder showers into the early parts of tomorrow morning. And at the same time, a front will sweep over the southern parts, bringing showers to some areas in the Western and Eastern Cape. This front also brings cooler conditions to those parts for tomorrow. And then in the afternoon, staying hot in the east, but thunderstorms redeveloping for those areas as well. And then heading into tomorrow night, the next cold front makes landfall in the southwest, and that will hopefully bring some rain to Cape Town and the surrounding areas and all the way through to the Overberg. There's also an alert in place for tomorrow. It's a watch for the potential of severe thunderstorms for some areas over the Eastern Cape interior. Let's take a look at that detailed forecast for Tuesday, and we're going to have thunder showers for some areas in the Northern Cape, but much of the province will be dry, although Sutherland could also see a few very light showers. Much cooler in the Western Cape for tomorrow. There are going to be some areas that stay quite cloudy and wet, including Swellendam and Robertson. There's a 60% chance of rain for your areas, and similar conditions towards the Garden Route, spilling over the mountains into the Karoo. Also a likelihood for some rain in both Oudtshoorn and Beaufort West. Showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for much of the Eastern Cape, and while it is going to be a hot start to the day for some areas, the front will reach the area later on, dropping the temperature in the late afternoon hours. A very hot day expected for KwaZulu-Natal, mid-30s in the forecast, but hopefully a few thunder showers bringing relief from the high temperatures later. And there will also be thunderstorms popping up for parts of Mpumalanga, and take a look at how hot the Lowveld gets, 41 as a maximum for Skukuza. Some parts of eastern and northern Limpopo also climbing into the 40s, a couple of isolated thunder showers for parts of this province. And we'll also hopefully see a few thunderstorms popping up into the northwest, where it is going to be a hot day. Mahikeng, 34 degrees as your maximum. Thunder showers will also be isolated in the Free State. Welkom also gets to 34. And finally, for Gauteng, up to a 40% chance of thunder showers in the province. It will be another hot day, with Pretoria getting to the highest temperature of 32 degrees. Taking a look at winds, we see that it does become quite windy, especially for the western parts of South Africa. Some areas experiencing strong winds in the afternoon, up to 40 kilometers per hour. Wednesday brings dry weather to the Northern Cape, where temperatures start to climb. It's going to be a hot day with thunder showers in Gauteng, while KwaZulu-Natal will be much cooler along with some rain. And then on Thursday, a couple of thunder showers once again on the Highveld. Temperatures continuing to climb in the western parts of the country, and once again a few drops of rain for both Durban and Richards Bay. That's all from the Weather Centre. Kathy will be back in just a minute with your latest headlines.